I'm sitting next to people on planes today that are in a state of anxiety. I turn to them and I say, do you realise you're sitting in the safest seat in the plane? And they say, no. They say, why? I said, because you're sitting next to me. And I have a whole legion of angels that are accompanying me. So you can relax. And by the way, you don't think you're sitting there by accident, do you? God has a purpose. I'm trying to practice the mind of Christ. What a challenge. My own mind is so strong and so stubborn. And Jesus is wanting to put his mind in there every moment of every day. I can't even walk into a department store today. If the mind of Jesus is in me, I walked into Macy's in Atlanta the other day. All I wanted was a shirt. I went into the men's department. Simple thing. And the young woman at the counter is weeping. Oh, I said, it's my destiny. I walk into Macy's and the attendant is weeping. I said, can I help you? Oh, she said, it's terrible. It's the worst thing that's ever happened. I was like, what on earth's happened to this poor girl? I said, well, could you share a little? Maybe I could help you. I'm in the helping business. Oh, no, she said, it's the most awful, terrible thing. I said, lay it on me, please. She says, well, it just happened this morning. I said, well, it's recent, okay. I said, what happened this morning? She said, well, they moved me from cosmetics to menswear. Oh, I said, how disastrous. They moved you from cosmetics to menswear. I mean, it's unthinkable. She said, I agree. She didn't realise I was making fun. I said, maybe it's not as bad as you think. She said, why not? I said, well, if you had been in cosmetics, trust me, you wouldn't have met me. But we are meeting here in menswear. And she looked at me and she said, is that significant? I said, it's very significant because I have the solution to your problem. She said, what are you saying? I said, I am a Christian. God is with me. You don't think we're meeting here by accident, do you? You're weeping and I'm offering to help you. God set this whole thing up. I can't even go and buy a shirt without him interfering. She said, well, what can you offer me? I said, a great deal. I said, we could have ministry right now here in the middle of Macy's. She said, well, you see those other two young guys over there that are working here? I said, yes. She said, well, they are professing to be Christians too. Maybe they should be ministered to as well. I said, bring them over. Let's have a street corner meeting in the middle of Macy's. And she said, well, I've got another problem. I said, well, you might as well bring it out. She said, I'm going deaf in one ear. I said, well, I lay hands on people like that for healing. We'll include it if you like. And so here's the group of us. We came together in a circle. We had a prayer meeting in the middle of Macy's. A healing service in the middle of Macy's. And I looked up and I said, you are incredible. You are absolutely incredible. And all of a sudden it's striking me all the opportunities. I don't know about you, but I've missed so many over the years. Because I didn't have the mind of Christ in me. Here is Jesus, who knows that he's about to die. Because he knows that God has given all things into his hands. Yes. That he's come from God and he's going back to God. First point here this morning. You have the mind of Christ in you. As Jesus had the mind of the Father in him, you've got absolutely nothing to fear. God is totally in control. Trust me, you can't even go and buy a shirt. I've proved it. Right, that group wants me to come back in and have a further meeting in Macy's. I'm worried about the cameras, that's all.